My guys, good morning, gentlemen. It's good to see you, man. Good morning. We up. We up. We up. We up. We up. I don't got enough lights on. Oh, there it is. What's up, everybody? Good morning. The debate was wild last night. Gentlemen, we should be paying attention to these politics. Not that they're real or they matter, but we should be paying attention to what's going on in our world so we know how to protect our families from the chaos. Don't ignore politics, man. Don't say you don't have to get all deeply involved and watch it every day, but you do need to watch what's going on in the world so you can know what's going on, man. And it's good to see you. Good morning, dear brother. I love you, man. You matter to me. I'm glad you woke up this morning, bro. I'm glad you're back. No matter what happened last night or how you felt, no matter what happened during the day yesterday, you laid down, man. You found yourself. You rediscovered you. So good morning to you, man. You matter, bro. You matter. I'm glad you're alive, man. I'm glad you're alive. Hey, listen to me, bro. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you're in the game. Hey, you still got something to say. You got wisdom to share with your children. You got wisdom to share on your job. Yo, listen to me, man. I'm going to get into this teaching in a minute, man. But we're going to wake up. We're going to wake up. We're going to wake our soul up, right? It's not about just waking up in the morning, getting your eyes open, man. But you got to get your mind open, right? And the first thing you got to get your mind willing to do is to say, hey, I'm incredible. I still matter, right? I still got value. You have value, right? You got ideas in your mind. For some of you guys, you got ideas in your mind. Don't get them ideas up, man. Don't say, hey, they don't count. Don't say it don't matter. Yo, Eric Winters, what's up, brother? Good morning, my main man. And whoever else is on, man, God bless you guys, man. I'm going to tell you, drop your name in the chat, man. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from. But open up your mind this morning, man. Open up, breathe, bro. Breathe, wake up, man. Get that blood pressure down. For some of you cats dealing with that blood pressure, you done slept all night, you know, and you dealing with the pressure of waking up, man. Your heart's pounding, man. I've been sick before. But some of you guys dealing with medical conditions, man, all that stuff. Pop your eyes open, man. Deep breathe, right? Go into your day with some peace, man. Don't start your day upset. Don't start your day carrying what happened yesterday. Yesterday is done. Yesterday is done, my man. Yesterday is over. It's done. You got a new set of hours today to do something great. in your life, man. I don't want to get too loud. I don't wake up my family. But hey, man, wake yourself up, wake your mind up, wake your heart up, wake your strength up, wake it up. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new set of hours to do something great. Ideas you got, man. Don't throw them out. Some of you want a podcast, man. Get a mic. Get a phone, man. Share your wisdom. You count. Your ideas count. The things you've been thinking about since you were a little boy, man. It's not over. Those desires you got in your heart, man. God put those desires there. You didn't put those desires there. Those big dreams you got, things you want to do for your family. God put them there, man. Give yourself to it. Give yourself to that dream, that goal. I know you working your job, you hustling your 9 to 5, trying to put that little money together to take care of your family, man. I know I've been there, right? I've been worse than that. I've been homeless with dreams in my mind. But you know what I found out as men? Man, those dreams bring us back to where we got to go. Living homeless in that car 2 years ago, my dreams was all I had, man. I had this book right here with me. I call it my God book. Dropping stuff. I call it my guidebook, man. I carry this joint everywhere. Just a journal I bought from a store. You see, it's all messed up from all the years of carrying it. But I wrote, man, my guidebook. Whatever God said to me, I didn't even write my feelings in here. Y'all feel me? I didn't write my feelings in here, man. I wrote only what God said. Because sometimes your feelings can lead you wrong, man. Your feelings can lead you wrong, and you need to be able to capture what God is saying, not what you're feeling, right? Don't lock yourself into what you're feeling. Lock yourself into what you're saying. Your words are bigger than your feelings, right? Women are made with emotions. So are men, right? Women are led by emotions. Men are not led by emotions. Doesn't mean we don't have any, right? So wake up. Get yourself going. Good morning. I love you. Let's start our day. All right. Listen, let's get into this. I'm talking about the 3rd chapter of a book called Home. Yo, if you didn't get it, go get it. It's on Amazon right now. Go grab this book. Also, go to my website, christianwinners.com. Go to my website, christianwinners.com, and you'll be able to sign up, man. Sign up. I got a thing going, a group of 12 men. Every once a month, man, I'm meeting with 12 men, a table of giants, man. So you can sign up for that. For you guys that need coaching and counseling, you can sign up for that as well. For you spiritual leaders that need coaching and counseling, you can also go to my website. Let's get into this today. Go get your book. Let's talk. So I want to talk about Adam, bro. I want to talk about Adam this morning. I want to talk about, hold on just for a second. Just get these notes together. Let's talk about Adam. All right, let's talk about Adam. Let's talk about the original man. We can learn a lot from the original man. We come from the original man. I want to say this to you. Adam only fell because he believed he was missing something. Adam in the scriptures only fell because he believed he was missing something. And guess what? A lot of you look back on your life, man. A lot of the times you fell, a lot of times you make the craziest mistakes is because you believe that you were missing something. I want to say this to you. Do we all have flaws? Yes. I'm not talking about flaws. I'm talking about internally. When God made you, he made you missing nothing. Now, peep this. Peep this. When God created everything, right? The world, let there be light. Let there be, let there be, let there be. When God created man, he stopped talking and he started touching. I want you to catch this morning. Put this in your mind. I hope this sits in your mind all day. I hope this thought chases you to lunch all day. That when God decided to make everything else, he decided to make it with a word, and that's powerful. But when he decided to make you, when he decided to make a man, right? I'm talking about men. I'm not even talking about a woman. When he decided to make a man, God took his hands and put them in the dirt of the ground and molded and shaped the man. That's how much you mean to God, right? Some of you have bad backgrounds, right? Your family backgrounds, your mom was tripping, pop was tripping, came from a tough family background. Guess what? That didn't stop God's plan in your life. God had a plan before he gave you parents. God had a plan for your life before he gave you parents. So if you had a tough growing up situation, none of that can hinder what God has said about your life. You are going to be who you are no matter what pipeline you came through, because you're God's guy. God didn't speak you into existence. He crafted you. And when you woke up this morning, guess what? He got a whole nother day he's crafting for you. God crafted you, bro. I want to say this to somebody on here. You're not a mistake. You're not an accident. A lot of accidents happen in your life, but you're not that. You're not the mistake you made. You're not the mistake you made. Put that in your head today, bro. Come on, put that in your head as you get ready for work, man. As you strapping up your boots, as you putting on your shirt, as you driving to work, man. Make sure you put that in your head. You're not a mistake. You're not an accident. You're not the mistake you made. You made the mistake, but you're not the mistake you made. Adam only fell because he believed he was missing something, right? I want you to, if you can write this down, we'll run this back later on. I want you to catch this. I want you to catch this for the rest of your life. Don't forget you heard this. If you don't remember anything else I ever say, or I never come on this computer again, I want you to remember this thing. Everything you need is already in you, waiting for you to recognize it. Everything you need is already in you, waiting for you to recognize it. Everything you need is already in you, waiting for you to recognize it. That's just what it is. You don't need anything else. God put everything in you. What the enemy of your mind wants you to believe is that you are lacking something. And when he makes you believe you're lacking something, he puts you on a chase. He puts you on a chase for things, for women, for money, for fame, for recognition, all the things we go on a chase to pursue, right? We want these things so bad, but what it does is it makes us run away from who we actually are. Believing you're missing something makes you leave who you actually are, when everything you need is already in you, waiting for you to recognize it, right? The constant pursuit makes you tired. The constant pursuit makes you weary. The constant pursuit will wear you out. And when you're tired, my God, when a man is tired, he makes his worst decisions. When a man is tired, he makes his worst decisions. Women say when a woman is hungry, she eats the worst things. But when a man is tired, that's when he makes the worst decisions, because he's not, what we do is we don't think of the full picture. When we're pissed off, when we're tired, when we're frustrated, we just do things. We do things that might hurt us in the end because we didn't think of the full picture. One thing that God put in you as a man is that you have the ability to always look at the full picture. Women don't have the ability to always look at the full picture because they're led by how they feel. But as a man, it's your job to subdue your feelings and be able to look at the full picture of what's going on in your life. That's a gift from God. Anytime you're tired, you never look at the full picture. You look at what's going to make me feel better right now. A man that's led by his feelings is always out of control. Hey, listen to me, bro. A man that's led by his feelings is always out of control. Get that in your heart. Get that in your head. A man that's always out of control of his feelings. A man that doesn't have control of his feelings is always out of control. You got to get your feelings under control. You have to, right? Jail is full of men that couldn't get their feelings under control, right? We have a whole bunch of men who wind up addicts because they couldn't get their feelings under control, right? You can mark times in your own life where things got out of pocket because you couldn't manage your feelings, right? You couldn't manage your feelings. You go off, you say things you didn't want to say. And then as a man, you sit back and regret it and say, damn it, I could have said something better. I could have did something to really listen. Always think, bro. I told you this yesterday. This is where your power is as a man. A woman's power is in her compassion. It's in here. It's in the gut. But a man's power is in his mind. That's where the devil wants you to lose. He wants you to lose in your mind. That's where your enemy wants you to lose. He don't give a damn how you feel. Oh, I feel. If your mind fails you, it doesn't matter how you feel. If your mind fails you, it doesn't matter how you feel. Don't be on a constant pursuit of things that you already have, bro, because it makes you tired. It makes you weary, which makes you an open door for toxic connections. And that's what we want to talk about today. I'm sorry it took me so long to get there. That was my opening statement. But what happens is when you're tired and you're weary, it opens up a door for toxic connection. It's where men cheat on their wives. It's where men cheat on their girl. It's where men cheat on yourself. That's the worst cheating you can do, when you cheat on you. Nobody cheats on their wife. You cheat on you first. Yeah, you cheat on you because you look and you say, man, I need something I don't have. No, you have everything you need. You have everything you need. Again, the enemy wants to keep you on a pursuit. If he keeps you on a pursuit, he keeps you tired. At some point, you believe you needed something you already had, right? And what we do is when we have to identify needs, we have to identify our needs so we don't leave our paths to get them. You have to identify your needs so you don't leave your path to get what you think you need. You don't need to. When you need something, bro, search you first. Search you first. It might not feel like you have it, but you got it. Search you first. Search your own heart first. Anything that you have to leave, write this down or sow this in your heart and your mind. Anything that you have to leave your path for isn't for you. Anything you have to leave your path for isn't for you. Anything you have to leave your path for isn't for you. As men, one of the biggest troubles for us as men is that we always seek external validation. We seek external validation. That's why sometimes we buy the things we do. We wear the things we do, right? I know everybody has different preferences. I would never wear a whole bunch of gold and stuff around my neck. Everybody got their preferences. But I'm going to tell you, be careful when you purchase things for external validation. It's not even something you need. You just need somebody to look at you. External validation is the enemy of men. Because if I get so worried about what I need people to look at or think I am, it doesn't matter what people think you are because you know what you are. You know that, bro. You know when you go to get in that shower in the morning, you take that look at your face either before you after. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know your failures and you know your successes. Don't live in the light of trying to please other people, right? Good morning to the brothers coming in, man. God bless you. I'm glad you're here, man. As men, that external validation is the enemy to you. It's part of our nature that makes us want to be seen, but sometimes we take it too far. Right? Sometimes being seen, you can take it too far to be seen, right? You can mess up your relationship just because you wanted your spouse to see you. Let's go deep today. Let's talk about this. There's some arguments that you have started with your spouse, with your girl, with the person you love, because you wanted to be seen, right? I'm not saying you're a bad person. What I'm telling you is you didn't know how to communicate that you wanted her attention, so you started some nonsense only because you wanted to be seen. And you know what? Sometimes you need to ask, man. As a man, be vulnerable. We run from vulnerability. What's wrong with saying, baby, I need a hug? Guess what? That's what she's there for. That's what God gives you a woman for, her nurturing nature. If you don't ask for that, you can't get what you always act like you don't need, bro. Come on, wake up. You can't get what you act like you don't need, right? You can't get what you act like you don't need. If you have a need, you got to break your vulnerability and say it. Men have died with needs because they wouldn't say it. My father, he was as strong as he was, man. There were some needs that he had inwardly that he could never admit. And I watched my dad have inner conflict between trying to be this guy that he thought he had to be or was taught he had to be, right? He was somewhere stuck between that. And many of you have that same inner conflict. I know for months one time, man, it was crazy in my life for months, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I would wake up every morning. And I'm talking about, when you wake up and your eyes still closed, but you're awake. I would have my eyes closed. And soon as I would wake up, man, everything negative about myself would hit my mind. What I'm not, what I didn't do, what I should have did better. Did I take care of my kids right? Did I say the right thing? And I'm talking about every day I would have to work my mind out of the negative nature about myself. Just the thing about us men, we don't tear stuff down. We tear ourselves down. Anytime you find yourself destructive in your relationship or destructive among your children, it's because you've already torn yourself down. A man who would put his hands on a woman, you know what he's doing? He's beating himself. He hates who he is. He hates what he doesn't have. He hates that he can't provide like he wants to. And he steps out of himself and he becomes an animal because he can't admit what he can't do. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Catch this. A man will hurt everything around him just because he can't admit what he can't do. Admit what you can't do. What you think, you Superman? That damn suit too tight. You had it on too long, man. You've been sweating under the thing. You done gained 1,000 pounds, still trying to walk around like you got a six pack. I'm not talking about your body. I'm talking about the image you're trying to portray to people while you're dying inside, bro. Only because you won't say, damn it, I'm hurt. Right? Right? Some of you will not go to my website right now. You got too much pride. ChristianWinners.com. You can go there right now and you can sign up for counseling today. I only counsel men. Direct for men, right? Some of you might go in there and you look at it and say, damn, man, that costs $100. So does weed, bro. So does getting high. You know why? You know why we get high? You know why we get drunk? Trying to escape. So we don't tell me that $100 too much for counseling. No, because it's not too much to suppress whatever you need to suppress your pain. You pay way more than $100 to destroy yourself. So why not invest $100 in yourself to help yourself? This is not a ploy for me to get you to give me anything, right? I got 4 kids, man. I got 1 in college and 3 on their way. $100 won't change my life, but for damn sure to change yours. Go to my website, man. It's ChristianWonders.com. Some of you spiritual leaders on here, pastors. I know I've been rejected by the church, man. God bless y'all. Have fun with that. But I had 30 years in ministry and I serve God with all I got. I can help spiritual leaders. I'm not helping you grow your church. Church growth is what killed you as a man. You were so worried about growing your church or growing your business or growing this, all that growth. The only thing that didn't grow was you, the whole journey. Right? As men, we got to stop ourselves. Stop blaming your wife and blaming your baby. If you did, if you did, right? That's how we get. If my woman would just do this, you know what we say? You can't say that you're the head of the house, but then say if she do this, then the house will be better. If you the head of the house, then guess what, bro? Get yourself together. Wake up. Wake up, come back to yourself. Come back home, come back to you, who you are. Let me read this to you right quick. This I'm teaching from the 3rd chapter, the connections we forge from fear. In pursuing our deepest needs, we often find ourselves entangled in a web of dangerous connections, whether born out of desperation, loneliness, or craving for validation. These ties can lead us down treacherous paths. Men must recognize the peril in these connections and actively work toward untangling the web to foster healthier relationships. Bro, you got to look at yourself. I was in college and I was speaking. I was speaking in college and I had a girlfriend and everything. I was like 17 and it was a grad student. Fine, beautiful brown grad student, adult. I'm 18, undergrad. And I watched this girl come to all my, she came to all my speaking engagements. I didn't know who she was. She would show up. And she just kept showing up. And one day she was like, hey, can we talk, after you speak, whatever. So we talked. And I'm like, okay, it wasn't about nothing. Man, long story short, she kept on coming. And because that validated me, right? I felt like I felt important, I felt important. And because this woman kept on, man, I had a girlfriend, ministry, everything, right? Here I am. This woman got me. She got me because I thought I needed something, right? So I'm in college. I'm in my apartment. I go ahead. I sleep with this woman. I'm looking bad. I'm coming out the room. I'm looking terrible. I'm walking like, damn, what did I just do? Right? I got a girl. I got a ministry. I got to represent, man. I'm on campus. People respect me, man. I done knocked this girl off and goodness gracious, right? And I looked at the girl and she looked at me. She said, why you look so sad? I said, oh, nothing. Like we always say, oh, nothing. She said, ain't no need to look sad. I set this up from the time I met you. Strong man, right? Strong man had a lack that he couldn't admit. That's what strong man had a lack he couldn't admit. And I created a connection. I forged it from lack of self-esteem. And at that moment, I was serving a whole campus. I was serving 300 and 400 students a week. And guess what? All that all that I was giving out, I needed something back. And I couldn't admit my need. So guess what I did? I slipped all the way down, cheated on my girl, embarrassed myself, right? Nobody knew what happened. I'm telling y'all, people still, I wrote this in one of my books I'm about to put out soon called Epistles to My Sons. But I fell because I thought I didn't have enough esteem. I'm like, man, I'm giving so much, nobody giving me nothing. Here get this girl, right? That's where your enemy wants you. He wants you in a place where you are needy emotionally. You have to address your emotional need as a man, or you'll become an animal to fulfill it and look around and say, damn, what did I do? How did I get here? Right? Adam only fell because he thought he was missing something, and you only fall because you think you're missing something. Adam wasn't missing anything, man. Adam wasn't missing anything. Let me prove it to you. When God formed Adam out of the dust of the ground, right? The scripture says that he breathed in him the breath of life. But hold up, before he breathed, the Bible says he constructed that man out of the dust of the ground. He crafted him, right? And I want to say this to you. You're not just made as a man. You've been crafted. That's how much thought God put into you. Don't think you're a failure because you failed. Don't think you're done, man. No, you are God's person, and he knew your flaws and all when he put you there. You haven't failed anything, right? You're a crafted man. You're a crafted man. And when God crafted Adam, he crafted him before he breathed into him. Why did he do that? He crafted him solid because he knew that the man has to have a form before I can give him power. Hear me. I got to give him a form before I give him power, because a man that's unformed or uninformed with power is a dangerous man. You hear me? As men, we want money, we want power, we want success, we want all these things. These desires aren't bad, but they are horrible inside of a man that hasn't let God craft him first. That same breath that's good will destroy an uncrafted man. Don't think of loading yourself with stuff before you become crafted by God. You got to let God craft you, craft your thinking, craft your behavior, craft how you act. There's some things God can't do in you yet because you'll lose because you won't let him craft you. I've lost a lot of things, man, that I took on in my life because I wasn't crafted. I didn't let God craft me. I didn't let God put the touch on me so that when he infused something in my life, I can handle it. Instead, some things blow you apart. The thing that you want the most will blow you apart because you're not well put together. What time is it? 6:11. All right. I got a few more minutes. Anything you have to leave your path to pursue isn't for you. As a man, we seek eternal validation. I've been talking about that. Many of us didn't marry women. We married a Band-Aid. I want to say this. Some of you guys, let me talk about relationship. Again, we're talking about relationships we forged from fear, chapter 3. Relationships you forged from fear. Some of you didn't marry. You didn't marry the person. You didn't marry the woman you loved. Nope. You married the woman that satisfied a moment. And some of us have tough relationships, tough marriages, because you committed to someone that satisfied a moment that didn't have enough for your whole life. Right? Because many times you didn't marry a woman, you married a Band-Aid. You married a Band-Aid, bro. You married a Band-Aid. You didn't marry a woman. You married a Band-Aid that can fix your pain. But it's impossible for her to fix your pain because she didn't start your pain. Can she be there for you in your pain? Yes. But many of you are dating the wrong woman. You're married to the wrong woman. Listen, bro, let's just talk for real. You're in there struggling. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I did it. I did it, right? My first marriage, man, I married a great person. But you know why I got married? I got married because I was 21. I was preaching around the country, and the religious people told me you got to get married. Right? So what I did was I married a fabulous human being who to this day, we've been divorced for 15, 17 years, but she's a fabulous person. My bad decision because I was broken don't make her a bad person. Right? I was driven by, all right, I want to do ministry, and they said I got to be married to be valid. Right. So I want to crack that for any of you guys on here that some of you, I got people of all faiths that listen to this, but some of you Christian men, who get married because the church told you to. You don't get married because the church told you to. You get married because that's your desire, and you don't marry the person that the church wants you to marry. You marry who you need in your life, because the church is not marrying that person. You are. Don't ever marry somebody because everybody else thinks that's the person for you, or they fit who they think you are. Because most people don't even know who you are. They know what you show. Right? Don't ever marry somebody that satisfies the need of other people. You hear me? Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. I hurt myself and I hurt her because she could have married somebody who was ready to build this relationship with her. And here I am feeling the force to get married. Come on. A lot of you guys do it. You got married for all kinds of reasons. I was looking at some studies, and they say upward of 65% of men are married to a woman they don't want to be with. And they knew they didn't want to be with them when they said, I do. Because a lot of us, we get married for reasons other than love. We get married for reasons other than love. And now you regret it and you don't know what to do with yourself. It's inner conflict. And the reason you did it was because just like Adam, he took that fruit because he thought he was missing something. You took that relationship because you thought you was missing something. You took that job that's killing you because you thought you were missing something. You working 9 jobs now because you so scared to be broke. You know where broke starts? Broke starts here. You can work 8 jobs and still be broke if you're broke here. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, right? There's some things we started in our life because we were broken. And instead of addressing our brokenness, we tried to add covers to our life. And covers don't work. Covers don't work. You know why? Because all covers do, it covers your real value. It covers who you really are. It covers who you're supposed to be. And that's why when I deal with men, when I counsel men, all the time, most of the time, men are trying to find their greatness. And I tell them, you don't have to find your greatness. You have to uncover yourself, right? I don't have anything with, like I got this pen right now, right? If I put this book on top of this pen and I put this on top of this pen, right? And I put this bottle on top of this pen, the pen didn't disappear. The pen is still there. It just needs to be uncovered. Most of you guys, the enemy has convinced you that you are a failure. And really the deal is that who you are has always been there. Listen to me, man. Who you are has always been there. You just have to uncover it. Don't walk around in circles trying to find who you are No, you don't have to find a damn thing, man. You got to find you. You got to find you. You got to go home to find you because you are home. You are home. You know where hurt men heal? Home. Home is inside of them, right? For relationships, we forge from fears. Chapter 3 of this book. Relationships, we forge from fear. We forge out of lack, right? Some of you built whole families because you were horny. You didn't build family because of love. You see why we got to admit lack? Because we build things that wind up broken because we were broken when we made the decision. Are you hearing me? How to get out. Here we go. Let's go. How to get out. How to get out of this trap. How to get out of these relationships we forge from fear. First of all, number 1, self-awareness. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is your gift. As a man, self-awareness is a gift to you. Don't deny it. Don't say, damn, I don't want to see myself that way. See yourself that way. If you're horrible right now, see yourself that way. It's times as a man, you got to look at yourself and say, damn, I'm horrible, man. I'm horrible, bro. You got to say that. You got to say that. So what is bad? Sometimes you got to look at yourself and say, you know what? This is horrible. I've made some horrible decisions, right? Because what this does is it makes you so aware of you that you're not worried about everybody else's flaws and not worried about, what, my wife got better, my kids act better, my boss, I had a better boss. No. Life don't get better till you get better within, right? I'll take y'all to this. It was a story when Jesus was on the boat and the storm was coming and all the disciples ran to him. Oh man, don't you care that we are drowning, right? Don't you care that we are drowning? Here they are standing on the boat, the storm going. You would have thought that Jesus would have turned around and stopped the storm and then talked to them. But if you look at it, in that particular story, Jesus was on the boat rocking back and forth. He woke up and he's having a whole conversation with them while the boat is rocking, right? It would have been easier for him to talk if the boat stopped rocking. But he said, you know what? I'm going to speak to y'all in this storm because the storm, not the storm. The storm out there ain't the storm. The storm is in you. You're so rocked inside. If you get stable, the world can be shaky around you, but you'll stand right there because like a tree planted by water. You hear what I'm saying? You might bend, you'll never break. It's not the storm outside of you, man. It's not the trouble outside of you. It's the trouble in you. You got to calm yourself down. So then everything else will calm down around you. Man, as a man, you're the landlord. That's why God made Adam. Adam was the landlord, bro. Everything that was under him, everything that was around him, it followed his emotional lead. Your family, your children, your job situation, they all follow your emotional lead. You're a born leader as a man. Just because you were born as a man, you're a leader. And you got to understand that everything around you is you are in control. If you're in control of your emotions, everything around you are chill. When everything is reckless, it's because you're reckless inside. So how to get out? Self-awareness and courage. Courage to do what? Courage to leave connections that have hurt you. Some of you are with women because you're scared to hurt their feelings. And they're hurting your whole life. You're scared to hurt their feelings. You got to care about you. You got to care about you. You got to care so much about you that you'll break a connection. You got to have enough courage to break connection. And it's not just with women. It's not just with women. Some of us we're surrounded by homeboys that'll keep you laughing, but keep you ignorant. They'll keep you laughing, but keep you stuck right where you are. Keep you laughing, but have no good advice for you. You got to have courage to break relationships, man, that have been a good ride, but have torn your life apart. You got to be willing to do that. Last thing, be willing to let go of things and people that don't serve the path you desire. Get on your path. Get where you're going. Because that's where you belong. That's what you deserve. Let me read this last part and I'll be out. Ultimately, read from this book. Get it, Amazon. Go get it. Ultimately, a man's strength is not measured by the quantity of connections, but the quality of those that withstand the test of authenticity. As you navigate the web of relationships, prioritize those that uplift you, inspire your growth, and resonate with the essence of who you indeed are. In untangling the dangerous connections, you create space for bonds that genuinely contribute to who you are, your journey of self-fulfillment, and your journey of self-love. Hey, man, I talked today about connections we form from fear because we have to get disconnected from things that make us break ourselves. Anytime you got to break yourself to gain something, it's not for you. Adam took that fruit from Eve because he thought he was missing something. Hey, guys, I love you. You matter to me, man. Anybody, if you have any questions and need any advice on your way to work, man, you can put it in the chat. You can talk to me there in the chat, man. You can also email me at christian@christianwonders.com. Also, head to my website, man. Go to my website today and set up your counseling. Set up your coaching. I only coach and counsel men, right? That's what my mission is. I coach and counsel men, especially male leaders, business owners, pastors. I counsel men because we are to lead, but we got to lead with happy hearts, right? So I love you guys, man. You matter to me. Have a great day. I'm about to go wake my baby up and get her ready for school. But hey, man, if you want to give today, I'm doing work all around the world. If you want to give today, you can. And this is where you can give. Master Built One. If these our morning coffees are being a blessing to you, I got a lot of missionary work. I just came out of Guyana, speaking to men in Guyana. Man, it was an amazing time. I found out that 60% of the men that came to the events weren't from any church, any religion. They were from the street. And man, I had a drug dealer. I want to say this to y'all. I had a drug dealer come into place. He stood up at the end and asked the pastor, "Can I pray for him?" Then he asked me, "Can I pray for you?" He lifted his right hand, man, put his hand on my shoulder. He prayed for my health. He prayed for my strength. He prayed for my endurance. He prayed that my message would touch the world. Man, I'm telling you, as men, bro, we have authority. It's not just us. Don't look at these world leaders or preachers or Muslim leaders. No. You are the man, bro. You with your broken self, with your hurt self, disappointed, man. You ain't got no money in the bank, man. You're trying to you are dope. because you're a freaking man. And as a man, you can lift your heart, you can lift your head, man, and get on up every day, man. Remember that Christian Winters loves you, bro. I love you no matter who else hates you. I love you no matter how you fell, man, because I've been down. I've been down before. I've been down. You ain't got to be down. Get up. I'm going to get up with you. I'm doing missionary work all over the world, man. I did Guyana. I'm on my way to Nairobi, Kenya, and the world is opening up. If some of you men who want, if you have churches, community centers, and you want a Dear Brother podcast event, man, go to my website. Go to my website, christianwinners.com. That's where you get set up, man. Get your man coaching group. I'll come to you, man. Email me. Get with me, book your appointment. And October to November for 4 weeks, once a week, I'm meeting with men, just 12 men, called 12, the Table of Giants, right? Go on there. I'm only taking 12 men for the upcoming one. It starts October 14th, I believe, right? So go sign up. I'm only taking 12 at a time. If you miss this cut, you'll be pushed on the waiting list to the next month, all right? But 12 men, I'm sitting, we're discussing, we're building, we're getting ourselves together. We're going to find the purpose-driven part of our lives. Go to my website today, christianwinners.com, interact, get with me, buy my books. I got the home, Where Hurt Men Heal. For some of you guys who are in church and you're trying to understand the church and what's going on in church, I wrote this book, I Left the Church to Serve God. This is also on Amazon. And if I have some ladies on here right now, I wrote this book called The Soul of Sarah. These books, when I go on the road, these books go together. I sell them together. A lot of husbands and wives' bodies and a lot of relationships have been healed. So these books for your lady, if you're a lady on here, man, these books are available to you. The Soul of Sarah, Home Where Hurt Men Heal, and my book about restructuring of the church, 1441, I Left Church to Serve God. They're all on Amazon right now. Yo, I gotta go, bro. I love you. You're the man. You're dope. So into this, man, because I'm traveling, changing men's lives. Master Built One. If you want to be a blessing, man, hook up with me on all the social medias as well. Instagram. I'm on TikTok. Hey, yo, I got to go. Have a great day. I love y'all cats.